This week's featured car is something a little bit more European. If I was to say to you M3, what would be the first three things that would pop into your head? For me, it would be power, style and handling. These key qualities are definitely a part of tonight's featured car, Bert's 2003 E46 M3. The E46 M3 is the third generation M3 based on the E46 model coupe produced in 2000 by BMW. Under the hood is a 3.2 litre engine which produces 252 kilowatts of power and can accelerate to 100 kilometres an hour in just 5.2 seconds. At its time of release, it was the only naturally aspirated engine to produce 100 horsepower per litre of engine capacity. It also won the International Engine of the Year award upon its introduction in 2001, as well as winning the 3 to 4 litre category for 6 consecutive years. Compared to its predecessor, the second generation E36 M3, there is an increase in engine capacity of 1.4%. This means max power is up by 7% and maximum torque is up 4.5%. The M3 is not only known for its power, but its handling. The framework was already there from the previous generations, and with a few tweaks there is almost a perfect 50-50 weight distribution. All in all, it is of little wonder the BMW slogan still exists as the ultimate driving machine. I'm standing here with Bert with his beautiful M3 here behind us. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks for having me, it's great being here.
And I'm noticing a bit of a South African accent there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and this beautiful car you have behind us?
Yeah, I'm from South Africa. I've been in Perth now for about a year and a half. I came over, a company called Medcash sponsored me, brought me over here. I've got quite a few passions, one of them being DJing and one of them being my M3s. This is my third M3 that I've had in total. And when I came over to Perth from South Africa, I just couldn't bear actually leaving this one behind. So brought it with me. Here she is.
It's quite astonishing. I'm noticing a bit of a pattern in 3 M3s. You know, why haven't you gone something, say, like a Mercedes AMG or a Lexus or an Audi?
Look, I've driven many different cars, but none of them have given me as much personal pleasure as the M3. It's not just about the power, it's the quality of the ride, the handling, the attention to detail, the luxury inside, it's just everything about the car. The M3 has an iconic following and is still seen as the yardstick that all performance cars are compared to, especially in its segment. I mean, you could probably find a modded car that's faster, but as a standard production car, it surpasses all the other brands in its class. The closest rivals to the M3, well, specifically to the E46 one, was the Audi RS4, and I think it was a Merc, the C55 AMG, which was marketed as direct competition to the M3. But 99% of the motoring journalists, the public, all rated the M3 tops. Obviously, the criteria was based on different things such as performance, luxury, fuel consumption, practicality, that type of stuff. But as an overall score, the M3 was the best and always was. I mean, every person, every driver takes a car in a subconscious or a conscious level, identifies themselves with the car as an extension of themselves, whether it be status, power, you're looking for the sporty look, the rugged look, sleek, whatever it is. It's just about yourself and what you're adding to yourself that makes you feel confident and happy in your own skin. In most cases, a car is an extension of your persona, or sometimes the person that you want to be.
Just notice these awesome plates you got on the car. You want to run through what else you've done to make this car unique from all the other M3s out there?
Well, the motorsport colours on the bonnet were done by Top Car Schnitzer in South Africa. I actually designed the stripes myself and also the location on the bonnet and where to put it. And they did that for me. Including in that, the guys from Top Car also did the brake calipers in cherry red with the motorsport insignia on it. And then I've changed the mags. This is my third set of mags that I've had on the car. I just couldn't get the right set. I had the 18-inch original BMW ones, then the 19-inch ones, then I had some Momo mags, and then these ones are A-line mags, which are specifically engineered for BMW in South Africa. They've got a perfect, fit perfectly on the car, and yeah, I think they just suit the car perfectly, you know, looks good.
Well, they definitely look the part. You got any future modifications or plans for the car?
There's a saying that says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The car's awesome as it is. It just has so much power. I wouldn't actually want to change anything on it. If for some reason I would want to get more power, I'd probably put a supercharger on it. Look at an active supercharger. But I don't really work. I can drive a car, but I can't work on a car, unfortunately, which means I'll have to hand the car over to somebody to do it. And that would be like handing my wife over to a pimp. I just couldn't get myself to do it. So it'll stay as is for now.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for coming on the show and showing us your fantastic car. SVS Automotive is Perth's newest premier performance workshop. From standard servicing on your daily driver to custom performance installs, SVS in O'Connor is the place to go. Check out svsautomotive.com.au or call 9331 5995.
I'll do it after.
I just want my front yard back.
Is that it?
Yeah.
That's not the way we do it at Bozz Autos. We remove your car free of charge. So call me, Michael, on 0417 976 383 and we'll get with it for you. Watch this. And there you go. It's really that easy. For an unwanted car removal, call Michael on 0417 976 383 and we'll even remove your number plates. No drama at all.
Tonight our guest is a self-confessed car enthusiast who's proven his skill behind the wheel more times than I can count. From Motorcarnas in his twin-turbo 300ZX to Targa West in a Evo 9, we welcome to the show Franz Esterbauer.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Franz. So can you tell us, how did you actually catch the motorsports bug initially?
From a very young age, I watched motorsport on TV. As the years went by, I got my driver's licence. The bug still was there, the interest was still there. Unfortunately, funds didn't allow for it, so I did the next best thing and started taking photos of cars. Eventually I got sick of doing that, figured it was time for me to get behind the steering wheel. So I saved up, bought a car, started doing track days, driver training sessions, and just went on from there.
So why the Z?
The Z wasn't the intended start. I've always wanted an Evo, but at the time it wasn't really, didn't have the funds for it, and through, I suppose, outside influences as well, I said my next car was going to be black, twin turbo and have a sunroof.
So Franz, you've moved on now from the Z to the Evo?
I have. I managed to save all my pennies and made the big investment.
And in terms of making that transition, was there much of a learning curve involved?
Definitely. The Z was rear-wheel drive. Probably not the best handling rear-wheel drive car out there. It's quite a beast to tame. The Evo's obviously all-wheel drive. A lot more forgiving and consequently a whole lot faster.
You've actually brought the car down for us to have a look at. Can you run us through some of the mods that you've done on the car?
I started with all the basic mods you do to an Evo for club level motorsport. Coilovers, sway bars, full exhaust, a little bit more boost and a retune of the ECU.
Sounds like it really sticks to the road, Franz, but in terms of tyres, I'm assuming that on a car like this you probably wouldn't be using street tyres.
I don't. I actually run R-Comps, which are essentially a groove slick tyre. However, they are legal for road use. They offer far better grip levels than the average street tyre.
Sounds like a great choice in tyre. Now, last year you actually competed in the Targa Rally of 2009. For the benefit of some of our viewers that may not have heard of this event, could you just run through what it is for us?
Targa West is WA's premier tarmac rally. A tarmac rally is pretty much roads close to the public, and 100 or so lucky competitors get to challenge themselves and see how fast they can go down that bit of road.
So this sounds like quite a large event. Is it normally run in Perth itself or more of a country location?
Just in the outer suburbs of Perth, places like Kalamunda, Mundaring, 2J, Bullsbrook.
Well, there's definitely some beautiful driving roads out there. Now, we were actually lucky enough to have Franz come down and demonstrate some of his driving for us. Obviously, we didn't have a Targa stage for him to perform on, but we did actually have a warehouse. So, Franz, should we go and take a look at some of your driving?
Definitely.
You guys all ready? Camera 1, good to go. Camera 2, ready? Yep, camera 3, good to go. And action.
Well, Franz, that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your driving skills with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we look forward to having you on the show again. But for now, we're going to cross over to Georgia to take a look at a different type of motorsport.